Will. All right. Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, August 12th, 2025. It's now 10:08. We're here for the regular session of the Hunt County Commissioners Court. At this time, I'll call the meeting to order and ask Commissioner Hutchins to lead us in prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to our flags.
Please join me in prayer. Heavenly Father, we gather together today with gratitude for the many blessings that you have bestowed upon us, for family, community, friends. We ask that you would graciously give us wisdom today to make good decisions that serve our community well, that everything that is said and done would be pleasing in your sight. And it's in your name that we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you, everyone. We have Commissioner Hutchins, Monroe, Smith, and Harrison present today. I'm Judge Stovall presiding over the meeting today. Commissioners, you have the minutes from July 18th, 2025 special session. Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Commissioners, you got minutes from July 22nd, 2025 regular session. Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Minutes from July 29th, 2025 special session. Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. This time we'll have public testimony. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes and should conduct themselves in a civil manner. The Commissioners Court cannot take action on items not listed on the agenda in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act. Concerns will be addressed by county staff. They may be placed on a future agenda or addressed by some other course of response. Does anybody here wish to speak to the court today? Being none, I'll close the public testimony. No old business, new business, consent calendar. Commissioners, entertain a motion to approve the consent calendar.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Under new business action items, approval of accounts payable.
Make a motion to approve payables.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Approval of line item transfers.
Make a motion to approve line item transfers.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Approval of budget amendments.
Make a motion to approve budget amendments.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Approval of payroll and personnel.
Make a motion to approve payroll and personnel.
Second.
Got a motion and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 1, the Treasury's monthly report for June 2025. Brittany's not here today. Is there any questions or not? I entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item 2, the county clerk's fiscal year 25-26 archive plan. Any questions? Becky, you good?
I'm good. I can read the plan to the public if we want to.
Well, that'd be good, probably.
Okay, I will read it.
They might like that.
Okay, this is my yearly archive plan. Right now, we're in Phase 6. It's nearing completion. The deed record volume 351 to 450, consisting of 64,500 pages, have been preserved and placed in disaster binders and are now housed at COFILE facilities in Dallas, Texas. We will continue moving forward with the next phase of the approved written plan, which was done back Commissioners Court, it was under the minutes of 17,685 for the deed records, 34,185 pages. Those volumes are 451 through 503. The cost will be $205,000. The books will be restored and placed in disaster-safe binders through co-file preservation specialists. I do have a book here. This is what we are currently doing. These are supposed to be fireproof, somewhat waterproof. If we got into a flood, water's gonna get in it, but it does have seals to try to keep most of the water out. And these are the originals.
What years were those?
This is 1902.
1902. Wow.
So, like I say, some of it is really interesting. I love doing this. It's just a part of the history. But co-file, they take each paper that we have and they de-acidify it and run it through to try to get the print to pop. And then they put it in these Mylar pieces, and then they bind it into these books for us. So it's a long process, takes a lot, but I'm very proud of the books.
Just so the public knows, this is paid for with fees out of your office for when recordings are made.
Yes.
There's a collection fee for
Yes.
historical preservation.
Anytime anyone files anything in my real property records, there is a $10 fee that is collected that goes to the preservation of the records.
Okay.
So, and we have a lot of records. We have some from the 1800s, late 1800s that still need to be preserved. I have some books in this building that need to be preserved. I still have books on the top floor of the courthouse. And I think we have a few books over in a blue Connex out here in this field.
Okay.
So, but like I say, we're working on the next round. Will complete us through our deed records, and then we'll start kind of picking at, we may need to do some probate records, and these are the actual historical election school records.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, like I say, it's kind of neat to read them all and go through them. But I just want to say it's an honor to preserve the documents of the county and the history of Hunt County. The county clerk's office takes pride in our commitment to our constituents to furnish the best quality of indexing and images that we can afford.
Thank you very much. Any questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 3, the request for an allotment increase for the Lone Oak Public Library. Susie? Yeah.
Thank you for seeing me,
Yes, ma'am.
seeing us. We are kind of a different library. Am I on a time limit? I mean, I'm going to make it real short.
Make it short. That's fine.
Okay.
You're good.
We're kind of a little bit different. We own our own library. We're not owned by the city of Lone Oak. Hunt County and city does help us, and we do appreciate it. I also need to state that another unusual thing for this library, yes, I'm director, but I don't get paid. All of us are volunteers. So we work really hard to help our community. And we do a pre-K program, we do a summer reading program. We also have the school come and visit us. Our library cards are free. There's no cost for them. Lone Oak is quite depressed in the economy. A lot of people don't have money. A lot of people still come in and use our computers. They even know the password out in the parking lot. They can use their computers or whatever tablet that they have in their cars. They can use it there, you know, any time of the day or night. But we do a really good job in what we do. But what I'm here to ask for is to see if we might could get some assistance a little bit more from you.
Okay.
Because our insurance is really went sky high. I have to have insurance. I have a playground on the playground. on our library that was built by Eagle Scout Projects. And I can't do without insurance. Our electricity is going sky high. We're trying to hopefully implement some way to get a grant where that we can reduce, fix our lights where they're different, because we're trying to be economy-minded as much as we can. Last year, we had 2,298 people come into that little library. We're located right behind the post office in Lone Oak. And on this pre-K program, it does not cost the kids anything. Right now, I have 8 little kids that are coming, 4 boys and 4 girls. And so, do you have any questions?
How much are you asking for?
Could you possibly give us $200 more a month? That would help,
I bet we can find that.
you know,
Don't you think, Commissioner?
because we've got part of our air conditioner has went out. So that happened to be in the office, so none of us are working in the office. We just go work out in the general library. That way we're staying cool. But we would really appreciate it.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
So, I had one question. So, looking at it, so half your expenses really are insurance, electricity.
Yes.
That's half of what you got. Have you approached the electric company anyway? A lot of times they have some programs where that they possibly could
The
do something.
problem is we did as a commercial building, and they give us a higher rate. They will not reduce it. I mean, we negotiate every 2 or 3 years trying to get a lower rate, and so far, we've not.
And you're a nonprofit, right?
Yes, we are nonprofit. Yes, sir.
Curious about that, so, but,
Yeah, and you're our neighbor.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, and thank you. But anything else you need to know?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, action item number 4, the acknowledgement of an order signed by the district judges setting the salaries for the county auditors, assistant auditors, and district court reporters. Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. All right. Where did oh, there he is. Action on number 5, take up for consideration and possible action on order to revise election precincts to comply with Chapter 42 Texas Election Code that requires a county election precinct to contain at least 100 but no more than 5,000 registered voters. So what we have is, hopefully we'll have Eric McGee, our attorney, that's helping us with it. We have one precinct in the Caddo Mills area that's close to 9,000 voters, and we can only have 5. So that's what's driving it, but the other 2 or 3 around it are almost at 5,000 each. So there are like 4,600 to 4,800 registered voters in those precincts. So we're having to do a pretty good redo in the Caddo Mills area to pick up some new voting precincts. So if we can, we're going to try to get the maps up online. And is Eric, Jessica, is Eric calling in, or is he going to? Okay. Commissioners, y'all get an email with all of the maps on it?
I just gave them their copy.
You gave them the copies? Okay.
You can get it on the laptop.
Okay. I'll give him a minute. I don't know that we need him. I just need to know if we got questions.
He said he needs 15 minutes, but yes.
if we need him. Yeah. Okay, you,
Send contact, let's see what.
okay. We should have some maps.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, there you go, right there, there you go. All right, this one is, all of, I think that's all of 215 currently. Oh. You're good, no worries. There you go. Mike's still on? Okay. All of 215. 215 was the one that was the problem that had so many voters in it. And if y'all can read all of that, it's 215A, C, and E are the one, and D, there's a D and an E. So we're busting that one into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different voting precincts now. The dotted colored line that's yellow and blue and red, and I guess that's purple, kind of through the middle of it, that's I-30. So on the north side of I-30, the 215 is north I-30 and east of 36. And then the 215C, which is just to the southwest of that, going west of 36 and coming down 66 to a county road, and that county road's not labeled there, but then it comes back up the interstate. So that's 215C. 215D is the block between the county road over to the county line, which is just west of 2642. Bucky's sits a couple of 100 feet inside of Hunt County, so the county line's just past where Bucky's is. And then for the 215E, it's all of that that's south of I-30, and it loops around down, I think it goes along 2642 and then over to the county line and back up to pick up some areas right there because we couldn't separate it because of a road situation. So it kind of got a little, it looks like we gerrymandered it or something, I guess. That seemed to be a popular theme these days. But that we didn't have any choice but to do that without getting it into another box, and then that creates other problems. So that's what we're trying to do with 215. And then I think 216 is, let's see here, 214A and 216 are being changed to conform to, I guess, the 215E. And then we have a 211. We had some around the city of Greenville. Can you go to the next map? Go, keep going. So that one is the 215A broken out, and go to the next one. So that's the 215C that's between 36 and the county road, and the next one is D, and that's north of the interstate and east of the county line over that county road. Go to the next one. And then this one is the 215E, which is south of the interstate and follows some county roads going through, which was the original boundary of 215. All right, so then go to the next one. This is 216. It's it's north of 276 and goes up to the south line of the 215, and it's being changed just a little bit because of again, it was getting close to too many people in that, so we're taking a few out of another precinct and putting it in that one. And then go to the next one. 214 again is along, it goes through Quinlan there on the the bottom right hand corner is in the Quinlan area, and it goes up to 34 to the Sabine River and up and around following County Road. They have to follow roads, so that's going to be 214A. And then if you go to the next one, this one's 213. This is up by south of Greenville. It's south of looks like 1903 and west of 34, and then up the Sabine River. So that's another new voting precinct where we had to change that precinct line to get a balance on our projected new citizens that'll be there. There'll be new voters. And then the next one is 107. This is in Greenville. We're taking some out of another. I think we're taking some out of maybe 211 maybe is the one, but this box was we had some other boxes in there that I think was to the southeast, and we had to move some, take some out to get the voting box under the 5,000. Those were like at 4,000, and we had to separate those boxes. Then the next one is the last one, and it's 111, and that goes, it's bounded by 30, 69, and 66, and 1570. So that's picking up all that area and breaking up those other boxes that were in Greenville to keep those under the 5,000 votes. We did it, got them a lot smaller so we had some room to grow them. Commissioners, got any questions on all of it? We do. Eric McGee is the attorney for us with Allison Bass McGee out of Austin, and they're the ones that helped us put all this together.
So you made a comment, so you do feel like it gives us room to grow?
Yeah.
It'll last us a little while?
Best guess we can make. You know, the trouble with it is, you know, of course, the election budget's is a little higher this year because we're going to have to buy more equipment. And really the toughest part is getting poll workers that will work on election days and then finding places to vote. It's real difficult to find a public building in some of these areas that somebody will allow us to use it for the voting day. And so it's a challenge, and that had something to play with somehow we kind of organized these. We tried to make sure we had somebody that we thought would let us use their facilities to vote in. So it's been a little bit of a challenge. Jeannie and Eric McGee worked on it a lot. I've sat in on it a little bit, but I think this is our best shot as far as everything I know.
David, I know you helped out a little bit on this as well. You got any comments on this?
Not really. It's tough. I mean, we don't really have a choice but to do it. Like the judge was saying, we're at over almost 10,000 in one, and we're supposed to be at 5,000 or under. And then we got two of them that are right at 5,000 already. So
And they're like 46 and 4,800 or something.
so we're over in one and bumping two. So.
All right. Are we going to have any questions for the attorney?
I don't have a question, Judge. I was just going to say I appreciate the work that's gone into this. I know it's challenging to redraw these. And, you know, of course, I'm sure some people will ask if these will change again. And we just can't say we'll never change them again because we don't really have anywhere else built out. So as we continue to grow and population increases, we'll need to revisit these from time to time. But we're
Yeah,
the best
I
we
guess,
can.
and I'm no expert on it, we could ask Eric maybe, but if we could go to vote centers, it would help a lot probably. Vote centers where you can vote anywhere. You don't have to go to your precinct. And there's mixed stories both ways, whether that's a good idea or a bad idea. But it has merit, and we may have to go that way. I don't think that's a real popular thing with the state to go that. Mark, you probably, as an old Republican chair, you probably know more about it than I do, but
It's been controversial the whole time.
yeah.
It solves some practical needs at the local administrative level, but there are some challenges as well.
Yeah, some counties do have vote centers, particularly in the metropolitan areas, I think. Have a lot of them. I don't know that the rural areas have very many, but we're getting to be a lot more metropolitan than we are rural as we're growing so fast. And I think it'd make it a lot easier for us if we had vote centers, but I'm sure it has its own challenges too. Public, any comment or questions? All right, if not, I'll entertain a motion. Is there a special, Aaron, do you know if we have to do any special language on it for the motion or anything? Okay. All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve the order for the new county election precincts.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. All right, I'm sorry, Jeannie's off, our voter administrator's off getting education, I think, this week, and Eric is in Austin, so I wish they'd been there. They could have given you a little better description of what was going on. Number 6, discuss and possibly act on an award of formal proposal number 260-25 Pauper's Burial Cremation Contract. Thank you. The committee is is it recommending award of Love Integrity Funeral for cremation services. The committee has determined that Love Integrity Funeral cremation services meet all their mandatory requirements, provided competitive pricing, and demonstrated the ability to provide dignified and timely services for indigent descendants. Contract term effective August 12th, 2025 through August 11th, 2026, with the option to renew for 4 additional years annually. Maximum contract term, 5 years total, ending no later than August 11th, 2030. Commissioners, did any of y'all serve on that committee? I think it was JP's, and I'm not sure who was on that. I got a few questions that I didn't have time to get answers from any of those. We were told in years past, one funeral home couldn't handle everything in the county, that it would be an overload for them. So I'm a little concerned that we selected just one instead of multiples. And it's the same thing on the next one for the, I guess, the cremation is the other one. I think it's the same thing. And I guess it's a little disconcerting to me that some of them that bid on this are bidding less money than what they've been trying to charge us for under our old contract. So I'm not ready to vote on it without getting some more information from those that were on that committee, asking them to come and maybe explain their thoughts and what they knew. Anybody got any questions or concerns about it, or you okay with it?
It's not gonna hurt anything as far as, when we put it out to bids, that we set the, contract term effective August 12th, is it? That's not gonna hurt anything.
That's an Aaron question.
Revise it.
Okay.
Is that okay? All right, so we'll just move these to old business, both number 6 and 7, and maybe we can get some more information. Action item number 8, discuss and possibly take action on the interlocal agreement between the town of Portree and Hunt County for pothole and road edge repair on County Road 2326, County Road 2400, County Road 2426, County Road 2435, County Road 2452, County Road 2454, County Road 2456, and County Road 2458 within the city limits of Portree. David, you want to?
Yep, what I did, Cord, is about a month ago, we approved the town of Poetry to bring in and put money into to an account, an escrow account, for us to do work over there. They requested we work on these roads, and I just wanted these documented in the minutes, that the work, that we're gonna be doing over there.
Okay. So the money's already in, they've already put the money up?
Yes, sir, we've
In
got,
that agreement, they put money up, and then we'll just go do it when,
yes, sir.
okay.
But I'm just keeping the roads that we do and the work that we do, keeping a record of it.
Okay. Entertain a motion for approval.
So move.
Second?
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 9, the request for permission to do work within the county right-of-way along County Road 1078 under normal stipulations.
Make a motion to approve under normal stipulations?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 10, the request for permission to do work within County Road right-of-way along County Road 1098 under normal stipulations.
Make a motion to approve under normal stipulations?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 11, the request for permission to do work within the county right-of-way along County Road 1135 under normal stipulations.
Make a motion to approve under normal stipulations?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 12, the request for permission to do work within the county right-of-way along County Road 2168 under normal stipulations.
Make a motion to approve under normal stipulation.
Second?
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 13, the upgrade of approximately 1,320 feet of County Road 2292 from rock to asphalt in Precinct 2. Money is in escrow.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 14, the request to construct electrical power distribution facilities which will cross County Road 3517 under normal stipulations.
Make a motion to approve under normal stipulations?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Brian, what did you do to me on this one? The preliminary plat of, shoot, I don't even know how to,
Sujitha.
okay, estates.
Works for me.
Precinct 1. That's a tongue twister.
This is a preliminary plat for a pretty good-sized subdivision. Meets all of our requirements.
Any questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item 16, the civil plans of Sujitha Estates, something like that.
There you go.
That's a tongue twister for me.
And this is the civil plans for the same subdivision so that they can get kicked off and start building.
Any questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 17, the preliminary plat for LHL Estates in Precinct 3.
All right, this is a preliminary plat down off Old Mill, and it meets all of our requirements.
Any questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 18, the civil plans for LHL Estates in Precinct 3.
And this is the civil plans for the same development so that they can get started building.
Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Brian, all floodplain considerations been discussed on that one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Action number 19, the preliminary plat for the estates of Lone Oak Phase 2 in Precinct 3.
And another preliminary plat meets all of our requirements. This is way out almost at the Hopkins County line, south of the interstate. Kind of an untouched area out there in the country.
It's across the road from that other one we did. It's same guy with the bigger lots.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 20, the plans for the estates of Lone Oak Phase 2.
And the civil plans for the same subdivision. Looks like everybody's getting comfortable and ready to start building roads.
Interest rates are fixing to go down, I guess.
There you go.
I hope. Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 21, a variance request for road frontage in Precinct 1.
All right, and this one will go with the plat, the next plat. What we've got is a piece of property that is about 7 feet too narrow to get get two lots at 275 foot wide. 7 feet. It's kind of a technicality to ask for a variance for it. You've got two decent sized lots. Both of them are large lots. They looked at doing a different layout so that they could meet the frontage requirements, and it just kind of really made everything ugly. You had one big L-shaped lot that went back behind the other one, and it just wasn't a pleasant layout, and it wasn't a good layout. So they requested if they could just split the thing pretty much in half and have one lot that was a little bit shy.
And driveway culvert's not a problem with TxDOT?
Driveway's no problem with TxDOT.
Any questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 22, final plat of Cedar Haven in Precinct 1.
And this is the one that, for the variance, you can see there on lot 1, it's 268 feet wide as opposed to 275, so.
Any questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 23, the final plat for CIP Trading Edition in Precinct 2.
Right, this is out, the property was located in the ETJ of Royce City. They provided me the documentation where they got out of the ETJ of Royce City. And, so they're wanting to do a simple 2-lot subdivision right there on the interstate.
Any questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second?
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 24, the final plat of Rustling Oaks in Precinct 2.
2-lot plat meets all of our requirements.
Any questions?
Is that the one on 1564?
Yes, sir.
That does have a single
This,
entryway,
correct. It has
mutual
the,
access,
the
so it's
mutual
got one
access.
culvert from TxDOT.
That's right. Yeah, that's right on 1564, just west of 34. So you're kind of in that highly populated area. There's quite a few driveways and county roads through there. So TxDOT said, now just one driveway.
Okay. Any other questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second?
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 25, the final plat of Hunt County Industrial Park Edition in Precinct 2.
All right. This is down there in Cache proper, what I call Cache proper, just south of downtown Cache. If that's any better. This is kind of in an area that's already got quite a bit of industrial and commercial type buildings in it. The biggest thing with this is the road in front of this subdivision is going to need some pretty serious attention. It was less than a 2-track trail just a few years ago. Commissioner Monroe came in and was able to get that back opened, but now it's still just dirt. So there's going to be some working between the county and the developers to get that road back up and get it passable. So
So is that
So
the
I would-
one that's facing them, or that the lots face, or,
the ones that the lots face.
so are they putting up escrow money for us to do that, or what?
They will. There's going to be some working. We met with the developers out there on the property and their dirt guy. There was some discussion on widening the road, moving the ditch, fixing some drainage in that area. So they're wanting to get an approval on the plat before they start investing a bunch of money into fixing public improvements around. So I would recommend a conditional.
Conditional, yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
conditional.
Are you all right with that, David?
Yes, sir.
Is it just about pricing, or is it about what's going to be done and what's not going to be done? Just curious.
We're going to require them to put asphalt in there, or oil.
Yeah, it'll have to be blacktop on the road, but this
Is it dirt now, you said?
it's dirt now.
So it'll have to be rock and then
It'll
hard
have to be
surface?
rocked, but it'll have to be widened as well. And it's kind of in a flat area where we've got to be real careful with the drainage to not back it up onto neighboring properties or render these lots useless because they're underwater. So it'll be kind of a long project, just without a new road being constructed. It'll be the rehab of an existing county road that's been neglected forever.
Now, will we require them to do the road work before they start building over there, or?
And we're not gonna follow the plan.
The plat won't be recorded until the road is all up to snuff and up to county spec and inspected and approved by you, so.
Okay.
Have you visited with them yet, or?
Oh, yeah, Brian and I have
Okay.
both been out there with them.
Since it's so far to go, I assume it'll be in process steps for approvals.
Well, we can approve of this today, conditioned on the road escrow money being placed with the county.
That's right. And then once the road construction's complete or negotiations have been made and everything's done, once that road is finished and operational, then the plat will be recorded and then they can start selling lots or.
As far as
developing.
the work itself, we'll have in-process inspections as opposed to just end of the day.
David will probably be doing them himself, won't you?
There'll be some, we discussed having them do the initial subgrade work and build up the widened roadbed, and then county coming in and doing the typical, putting the rock down, rolling it in, and then surfacing the blacktop.
I spoke to the dirt guy and told him the only way that we'd accept that is if we've got to do visual inspections during the process, because we've got too many of them that are messed up in the county.
That's right.
And I'm not getting into that again.
Yep. True.
All right, so I'll entertain a motion for approval of action item 25 contingent upon money in escrow for the upgrade of the road.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item 26, the final plat of help me,
Guandique.
Guandique, okay. Estates in Precinct 3.
This is one
I
that.
need a translator up here for this stuff.
I can give you how I pronounce it, but I'm from Texas too, so I don't know if it's right.
Take a better shot than I do.
Well, I get to talk to him, so I hear him say it at least once.
Oh, okay.
This one, I've actually been in discussions with the developer for a couple of years now. He had an old escrow quote from probably 3 years ago. Of course, we all know that materials have gone up, at least 100 times since then. So I would also make a recommendation for a conditional approval on the right-of-way being brought up to county spec.
All right, Gary? I think this one's yours. isn't it?
Yeah, so have you had that conversation with them?
Yeah, I've actually provided them with 3 different escrow quotes. Whenever I get the latest one from you, it'll be number 4.
And that one's going to change a lot, right?
It's going to change quite a bit from the last one.
Yeah. Okay. I'll make a motion based on conditional right-of-way and making sure we have an updated quote to these folks.
Okay.
Second.
Got a motion, second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item 27, the final plat of Corner Oaks in Precinct 3.
All right, simple 2-lot plat right at the corner of 2947 and the road below below Club Lake.
Yep.
3514.
Yep. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion, second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item 28, the final plat for Thomas McMankin Addition in Precinct 4.
Simple 1-lot plat. Meets all our requirements.
Entertain a motion for approval.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item 29, final plat of MRC Estates in Precinct 4.
All right, simple 2-lot plat. That meets all our requirements.
Entertain a motion for approval.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion, second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 30, the vacation plat of Track 1.
All right.
This one's a little different, isn't it?
This is a different deal. These lots were platted back in 19, I believe, maybe early 20. And the commissioner at the time told the developer that she needed to plat both lots. So she did. So she has lot 1 that's 18 acres. And then lot 2 that is now owned by someone else that's 3 acres. Tract 2 does have a mortgage on it, so to keep from affecting Tract 2, the owner or his mortgage company, she's wanting to undo the plat of Tract 1 so that she can she can have it, and if she discussed deeding it to family members that have adjoining property south of her, and that would require a replat to bust up this platted lot. So she's wanting to remove this lot from the plat, vacate the just tract 1 from the plat. And this was the best way that we came up with pulling tract 1 out of the plat, not affecting tract 2 that's owned by someone else and a mortgage company. So
And she didn't do a replat to give it to family.
because it's a platted lot, in order to divide that platted lot, she would have to replat it. And that would also force the family members who were to get it to replat their existing properties as well, because you can't replat into landlocked tracts.
But tracts sold to relatives are exempt from being back and plat. Yeah.
That's right. Unless you're changing a platted lot, a recorded lot, then you have to replat that lot. So this is a way of pulling this lot that didn't have to be involved in the plat in the first place out of the plat. Clear
All
as
right.
mud?
Any questions?
I
Gary's scratching his
imagine I
head.
got one coming here.
Can you and I, can we defer this one, and he and I can sit down and walk me through a little bit more on this one? I just want to make sure we're not setting any precedents that I can't live with.
If you need to, I'll be glad to sit and talk to you. And
Will they wait 2 weeks? Or we need to do that?
I mean, I don't know if they can wait 2 weeks. I don't know if they're dealing with any kind of a time frame or anything that would stop them from waiting. But if you want more clarification, and then they can wait 2 weeks.
Well, let me ask it differently. What were the other alternatives?
Replat it, and then they'd have to replat this, and then replat with their other existing lots.
That's right. If you notice these lots that are on the south side of it, some of those people are family members to this property owner. And she was originally discussing dividing this tract up to deed to these family members. Since this lot is part of a platted lot, you have to replat it to change the boundary of it. But you can't replat it into lots that don't have any frontage. So you would have to include these other lots that are not platted with the plat. Well, the other property owners are like, I don't want to plat my lot. I don't want to create the easements. I don't want to lose property to right of way. I don't want to be affected and governed by this. So they didn't want to plat. So she's wanting to remove this out of the plat, which, there again, it's over 10 acres. It shouldn't have been required to be platted in the first place.
What is the impact to the surrounding properties?
By vacating this lot, none.
None.
All
It,
you're doing is making those existing lots a little bit bigger, correct? And so this is, you're
That's
just
right.
taking this lot and adding it to the back of those
To
lots.
some of those
To
lots.
some
some
of
of
those lots.
Yeah, not
That's right.
all of them.
That's right. And even if she decided not to sell to the neighbors, if she just said, hey, I'm going to sell this entire 18-acre tract to someone, it's really not going to affect anybody adversely, or it's not going to affect anybody at all. It just doesn't. There's nothing that undoing this lot would create, no kind of problem that it would create to anybody
Under current conditions.
under current conditions.
Something
Even
changes in the future, it could change it.
once someone purchases to develop, or if someone purchases to develop, then obviously you'd have a piece of property that it can't really be subdivided without the construction of a road. So it doesn't have much frontage. It's only got 266 feet of frontage as it is. So to do anything with it, you're looking at one lot that could be developed independently, the construction of a road to develop it into multiple lots, or selling it to adjoining property owners, family members, that wouldn't require a plat. That would just expand their farm. So there's not really any kind of effect,
What if it-
positive or negative, to anyone around.
What if one of the family members just bought the piece out of the middle in this scenario?
Well,
Because now there's no
they
road
couldn't
frontage
do
from
that
one end.
because there's no, that'd be creating a landlocked tract. Now, if they just wanted a portion of it that came back into it and still left the
Access.
track contiguous, so it wasn't creating a landlocked tract, I mean, they could do something like that. There again, with family-to-family developments, we don't have a whole lot. The state doesn't give us a whole lot of room to require anything of those. Obviously, we can require road frontage, but that's about it. Other than that, if they're changing a platted lot, then we can require a replat because they're changing a recorded document, but that's about it.
Or if it wasn't, this plat had not been done this way, and somebody was wanting just to buy it off, and they were selling to family, we wouldn't be talking about it. They would have just done it, and it'd have been okay.
That's right.
So all this is doing is putting it back into a condition that it was previously, and now she can deed to her relatives, sell it to them, whatever she's doing. And really, it has nothing to do with us. And it's a strange situation. I doubt if we'd ever see anything like this again, where we had to abandon a plat so they could sell to or give to, relatives. I just don't think, this is an unusual, very unusual situation.
It's an odd situation.
Yeah,
So-
very unusual.
But if she ended up not giving it to the relatives, but it doesn't create a problem in that scenario.
No, it doesn't. Even if she keeps it or if she sells it all as one or deeds it to another neighbor, it's not gonna create any kind of issues. It's not gonna affect anybody.
All right. I move to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Brian.
I'm gonna go sit down.
All right. Action item 31, fiscal year 25-26 budget. All right, Commissioners, I know you got copies that you hadn't had enough time to look over. We're on a short fuse. I have to get this filed by Friday, at the latest on Friday. And Bernice and I have been working on this with some help from the auditor's office and others. And Mary has created a spreadsheet to give us a better presentation than we've had in the past. So the public, I think, will make it a whole lot easier for them once we get it to a final stage. And even at this stage, I think it gives us a whole lot more clarity, hopefully, with the public. So what you're looking at that's been proposed is a budget that was requested by the departments. Certain departments that, as we approved today by the district judge and all, have authorities to give increases in pay to their people. But there's no cost of living raises in this budget. So the only raises it'll be are the few people that are have a different board overseeing them that has authority to give raises, which is a handful of people. So bottom line is, as of right now, with a proposed, it's not even a proposed, the budget rate that I used was a no new revenue rate. And with that, we're $7,047,019 in the hole of we got a deficit budget. Most of that budget makeup is in about 5 departments. Elections, one, I've already mentioned that. We were going to have to spend a little extra money. Their budget, I think, went up a little over $100,000, which is basically one piece of equipment. I think one voting machine's about that, isn't it, Mark? You remember? It's pretty expensive.
Pretty
isn't it?
expensive.
Yeah, so that's the bulk of that one. Facilities is 640,000 higher than it was last year, but last year's the one during the budget, we cut nearly all their budget out, and they weren't able to fix a lot of things that needed to be fixed, so we've got back in the budget the things, and a big chunk of that is the courthouse. I think there's 360,000 or so dollars for the courthouse repairs that need to get done. Utilities, we're already over budget this year. I think we had let me see here. Utilities. This year we had a $600,000 budget. We're already at 662,000. So I'm recommending, the year before it was just right at a little over 600. So I'm recommending 878, and which is based on a rough guess of what the rest of the year is going to be. Plus, we got notice from Juice that our utility rates are going up 5%. Bernice, you remember? Was it 5? Huh? Oh, close to 2%? Okay. So it's 2%. So, but 2% of $800,000 is a lot of money. So raised it up to that. Hopefully that will cover that, because we're going to be negative this year in that budget. Then the sheriff's budget is $1,540,000, larger than it was last year, and that's due to the request of 5 new deputies with 7 really in the budget for equipment. So we had said that we could take 600 back out of that, 500 if they bought material or bought equipment with SB 22, and then we guessed that there's another 100 probably in there because of the budgeting for 7 deputies when we're doing it, and when they've requested 5 now. So all that, their budget will be, if those positions are approved, that would get them close to $1 million more than it was last year. And then $630,000 in general administration. And I had, before I knew what totals were, I'd put back in $200,000 into enterprise purchases. With the budget where it is, I'm going to pull that out, so that'll reduce that $7,200,000. I don't think we're going to be able to deal with cars this year. And of course, I've got $1,000 in contingency, which can stay as a negative and be a negative fund balance or negative budget, because we have to have budgetary authority if anything happens and we need money. We have to have budgetary authority. Hope we don't ever have to spend it, but we'll put it in, and then we'll just, if we have to spend it, it'll come out of fund balance. So we can kind of take that away from the 7. So we're, I don't know where y'all want to start cutting, or, if we every cent we go up, if we go up a penny, that's around $1,576,538. That a penny to a penny increase to an average home, I think last year was $280,000 roughly. That'd be $28 a year in taxes that we would be increasing it. Again, I think there was some confusion last year. People say they were paying $7,000 and $9,000 for property taxes when they weren't paying it. They're paying it to Hunt County Tax Collection or Tax Office, but we just collect it for every entity in the county, and then we send their money to the other entities. So the only portion that we have is what our budget or what our tax rate is, and it's And that's just how it works. So if we go up a penny, it's on an average, the average price house, it'd be $28, a little over $2 a month. And that's a lot of money to some people, and it's not to others. But that's where our choices are. So I need, we can, we can move like $1 million out of capital improvement to offset some of it. We can attack it from a few different ways. But the biggest problem we have, and that we all have to understand, we're really not 7 million this year. It's the 2 million we were over last year, or that we didn't have funds for last year, that got pushed forward to this year, because we increased spending last year by 2 million more than we had revenue. And so we now added 5 more million on top of that. And we're staying with no new revenue, so it's compounding ourselves. So we got to catch up the 2 million, and that's why last year I gave a balanced budget as a proposed budget, because we can't keep doing a negative budget. It catches up with us. And sometime we're going to have to face it, however we face it. I know none of us want to give a tax increase. That is one method. Like I said, I think the $1.2 million of that we can easily make up. Gets us down to 5.8 million. And, if it's tough times. I know y'all are getting hit with it in short notice, but we're in better shape than we were this time last year at least, and we can get it filed by Friday. And it won't be the final, it'll just be a proposed budget. So I feel more comfortable giving a proposed budget that's higher that we can cut when we get in, when y'all have more time to study it and all. But I think we have to get some of that 7 million out of there. So.
Have we reached out to each individual department, see if there's anything else that they can cut anywhere?
Well, there's, if
I know nobody
we
wants
if
to
we ask
cut,
them all
but-
to give 5% cut, that'd raise about $1 million. There's 20 departments in our budget that are already less than they were last year. And there's 20 that are over it. And most of the ones, when you added up the 20 that are under budget from last year, that's $916,200. Those that are over is 4.3 million, which I listed the biggest ones. The rest of them are 21,000, 23,000, 12,000, 29,000, 16,000, 15,000, 11,000, 12,000, 1,500, 30,000. So there's not a lot of money. I mean, we can ask them to cut some out of that, but the big cuts are going to have to come from, the bigger departments. So it's either, like I say, we already discussed general administration, so we take the 200 out of that, that'll be down to 430. And then we take the $1 million out and just leave it as a placeholder, and we won't have funds. We won't be funding it with tax dollars or any other revenue. The other thing, speaking of revenue, that it's got us is last year we had $1.8 million in revenue from the ARPA funding that we'd had in savings accounts for several years, and that was basically going to be a one-time revenue, because most of that money is spent down now. We might have. Brittany's not here. I can't get a number. I can get a number by the next meeting, but probably I'm going to guess maybe a couple $100,000 might still be in there, because we pulled it out at the end of the year and we only got 5 million in there, and it's not making around 4%. So that would be about 200,000 a year if it stays at that number. But that won't be generated till the end of this year. So So that's, and we've got 0 in there now, because I didn't even know what to put in there. I didn't know how to guesstimate at it, but we can put a number in there, of a couple $100,000, that will help offset that a little bit.
Judge, what's this based on for revenue collections? What percentage?
For the taxes, 98%, which is probably a little higher than what we've been collecting.
And do you know where we're at this year?
Mary, 96, I think, 95 or 96 is the last one I saw.
A couple months to go.
A couple of months to go, yeah. As far as total revenue, Gary, you can look at it because the 2 lines under ad valorem taxes is prior year delinquent taxes and penalty and interest. But we budget for those items, but that about makes up the 2% difference. But they're already budgeted that way, so we can't, we need to account for those separately. And so if we nearly have to take the 2%, because we always have some that don't pay on time. Any comments, discussion?
Judge, what was the,
I know.
what was the projected revenues? I'm looking at the sheet here, but I'm trying to see the total number. 40.
Take the revenue, 49,888, 273, which is less than we're budgeted this year, but it's more than actual the year before that. And we're still behind on this year's budget.
I think we're gonna have to take these numbers and digest them a little bit and start looking for cuts. That's too far apart.
Well, I mean, going through the other departments, we can, like I said, we can ask everybody to take a 5% cut, but then we've already got some, they've already taken pretty good cuts, so if we ask them to even go further, I'm not sure that's something they can do or can't do. The ones that are above it, we could cut some of it, but, there's 1, 2, debt service is included in this one. That's got 720,000 in that budget, and a lot of that's because we've moved all the lease payments, whether it be for vehicles or rent on buildings or whatever the lease is, they're being put into debt books. So because it's GASB, Mary, is that what that's? GASB requires us to report all leases in a different way. So to keep it all in one spot, we're putting them in we create a new department called debt books, and I think that's actually the name of a software company, but they're keeping up with it so they can do the GASB calculations too, and not have it throughout all the budget. So some of these budget negatives may be because they had vehicles in there that got pulled out. I haven't had time to go through the details.
So those were all in the departments?
They were in the
prior,
departments prior. The debt payments and the leases on buildings.
But it should be net zero for that, right? It's just a matter of where it's
But
going.
it should be, yeah, I mean, technically, over the whole budget,
Yeah,
but just looking at department by department, it's,
yeah, it changes them.
yeah. I guess we can always take money out of the road and bridge.
Well, so,
Well, that didn't get any reaction, did it?
all right, so let's talk about that. So we have Road and Bridge gets, you know, a little of the growth as well, right?
Correct.
So
Y'all got
what
about,
would that be?
about 300 and, remember, was it 300 and something thousand, Bernice? Is that what it was? Yeah, a little over. Your taxes would be, y'all are at 3,608 budget, and it's going to 3,852. So $250,000 each, $1 million,
Each?
250 each increase. So a total of $1 million.
So if we all held our budget for 1 year, it'd help with $1 million on the problem.
They would change we changed the rate calculations to increase the Fund 10 and lower the revenue to every road and bridge. That would
I'd
be
be willing to do that.
I mean,
Do what?
I'd be willing to do that. It's gonna hurt us, but I'd be willing to do it. It's $1 million bucks.
I'm fine with it as well, if it'll help out.
It'll be close to $1 million of it.
But my only deal is, and I think we're all on the same page, if we hold the same type of line that we had last year, I think we need to hold other departments somewhat to it as well. Not all of them. Obviously, I know there's departments, sheriff's departments needing more deputies and all that, but we need to kick it back to some of these departments and other elected officials to help us get there as well. And not us up here sitting cutting everybody's budget.
All right. Well, we got a time factor. So I may have to submit a budget that's closer to, you know, what they've asked for right now, because in 3 days, I can't get with everybody. And I don't know if anybody will be running up here volunteering and say, let me give you some of my budget. But it might be nice. Richie back there, he's going to come give us a little bit of money.
So Judge, from a timeline perspective, so you're on a timeline for a Friday submittal of a proposed number. For the new guy, what's the process after that to get this to where it's done, definitized?
Well, we got to get it filed, and then shortly after that, as fast as we can, we have to publish elected officials' salary increases, which if we're holding everybody's salary the same, not giving any raises, we don't have to do that. I've asked Daniel, and I hadn't heard back from him. The state gave some raises to some the judges and maybe the DA. I don't know if the county attorney was involved. Would you get one to bump too? Yeah. So I don't know if we have to publish those because those are state mandated or not. I would think we wouldn't have to, but anyway, Daniel's looking into it. So that's one thing we have to do. We have to publish what our tax rate is going to be. We have to publish what the no new revenue rate and voter approval rate is. And so we'll have 3 public notices. Jessica, is that right? Is it 3? Two or three public notices we have to put out, and some of them, maybe one of them twice. Yeah.
We have to publish the notice of salary increase for elected officials. Just the proposed budget and tax rate.
We have to file the proposed budget, and we have to publish what the tax rate is proposed to be, and what the no new revenue and the voter approval rate is. So that's
but
so that will happen as quick as we can.
But
get,
if you're submitting, I'm just trying to make sure I understand. So if you're submitting a budget this Friday,
it's a proposed budget.
it's a proposed budget with a no new revenue rate.
That's what's in it right now.
Yeah. And then everybody goes back to the well and everybody gives a little and somebody says, okay, we need a half a cent still after all that. After you've done the proposed with the no new revenue rate, does that still consideration? It's just about the bottom line?
Well, I don't, my concern is, and I haven't asked Daniel yet, if we publish a rate and then we go up, do we have to republish it? So my inclination is, I hope I'll have that answer before we have to go. If I don't have an answer, I'm gonna probably propose a higher rate. We can always come down. But we can't go up. If we can't go up, then that's a whole different ballgame. If we don't find the money and we feel like we gotta do something, we gotta be able to move. So whatever that legal question is, if we publish a rate that we're proposing something higher, knowing that we're gonna try to bring it back down, if we can. But I don't, Aaron, you don't know that off the top of your head, do you? Yeah, I don't know if we publish it as a no new revenue and then we decide to go up, I would bet we have to republish it. And that'd make it almost impossible to do. So we only have a choice is to probably propose something higher. Hey, come up to Mike.
I think I can make at least one more. I've asked for 5. I'm sitting back at the back. We can manage, and this is manage, with 4. So that's gonna take off a salary. That's gonna take off a uniform, all the equipment and everything.
So how many you going, what'd you say, 3?
No, that would put us to 4.
4.
Asking for 4,
Oh.
correct.
Now you're asking for 4, not 5 now.
Right.
Okay.
And we've put one of them that we had in place
Uh-huh.
and as a school resource officer that was already budgeted for. So the school picked up part of that money. So that money went back into the budget, okay? But before I stop, I handed y'all a map and I just, I want to just go over a couple of things and then I'm going to sit back down, let y'all do your thing. You know, we average about 50 calls a day. July to July in 20, we averaged 2,066 calls. July to July this year, 4,769 calls. Okay? Y'all know how many deputies we've gotten. Y'all know how much we've grown, and it ain't near enough to cover that. Okay. We had an officer-involved shooting. It was 3 minutes after he arrived at the scene, he's taken on fire. His car is hit right above the driver's window. He rolls out. It's 7 minutes before he gets any backup there. And they're taking fire. Okay.
Was it our backup that got there?
It was our backup that got there on this one. We had another officer, and I just want to know, you know, I said 7 minutes. 7 minutes may not seem that long, but I want you to just think about what I just said was going on. That's an
Long time.
eternity.
Yeah.
That's a long time. I had another officer. He was up in the far end of the county, winds up into a fight with a guy. He fights this guy for 20-something minutes or during arrest, and finally it gets him arrested with the help of a neighboring county that comes to us, okay? The other question, you know, Reams Market, everybody knows Reams Market, it got robbed this year. We had an officer that responded into the store and wound up in a physical fight, weapons drawn, both of them armed, physical fight. Officer took injuries in it. It was 18 minutes before backup got to him. Okay? Now, we're just going to keep on. But I want to say, okay, I'll use this deal. We get a fentanyl overdose. Here in the city, if you get a fentanyl overdose, how close, you've worked the city, how close is your ambulance, your first responder, and probably your backup? Close enough to help you. We hope we could administer the Narcan ourselves, because if we cannot, we will not make it because it is so long. Tourniquet, fireman, man takes shrapnel, artery. If he can't do it himself, y'all got somebody there to do it, don't you?
Right.
We don't. We're just hoping for it to get there. I have wore a black band around my badge more in the last 2 years than I have ever worn in 30-something years of law enforcement. I am going to do everything I can. We're not asking for raises. We have cut our budget already. It's over $600,000. The question came up about, well, y'all got open slots. Yes, we sure do, and we've got officers that is waiting right now and that's going through the process to fill them slots. But our hiring process is way different than everybody else in the county. Everybody else, you take a drug test, it's that another, you start on Monday. It's a month-long process or more by the time we do background checks and everything, and we eliminate and stuff like that. I've got a group of people that I work with in law enforcement that no matter how much we buck each other and fuss at each other and get mad at each other, we are brothers and sisters, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that my brothers and my sisters and everything are going home. And if we don't get more people out here, it's just a matter of time till somebody's wearing another black deal around their badge. And money's, I understand budgets. I get it. I've been in county. I've been in this county for 30-something years, hearing the same things. But I can't put a price on life. Thank you.
Thanks, Sheriff. What do we think?
Let's back up. So what's the question?
What's your input? Anybody got any input?
As far as Friday, as far as up to $7 million?
I think well, let me do it. Let me take the lead on it. I feel like I'm gonna have to file a budget with an increase in the tax rate. I don't think we can get there without cutting some. Sheriff's is the biggest one. I'm gonna trust that our taxpayers will agree to help us with that. I think we all want our neighbors to be safe. We all want to be safe. We want our deputies and law enforcement people safe. I'm going to trust it, and maybe they'll help us. So I'm going to probably increase it enough to cover the sheriff's part. So then that takes it out, and with y'all's, I'll have to do some more hen scratching to figure it out. But I think I'll see if I can get. I'll get with facilities and see maybe if we can, put off a little bit of those dollars that we got. I know there's a few things in there we got to fix. We don't have a choice. HR is 130. There's nothing we can do about risk management. The insurance is going up on us, on our property and casualty insurance, and all the other insurance, they've gone up on us. So we got to pay that. We can't get out of the elections. So, I mean, really, we either are going to have to go back and take something out of everybody or raise the tax rate a little. I mean, cut as much as we can and raise it as little as we have to, or kick the can down the road again. And the day's going to come with kicking the can down the road's not going to work anymore. We're going to be at a point we can't recover from it.
We're pretty close this year.
It's hurting us.
This year.
Last year's budget fiasco and all hurt us. It hurt us a lot. You know, we increased some spending that we didn't need to spend, and we cut rates that maybe we should get. It's unfortunate we had to cut it to where it did. So we've got to try to address it. We can't carry this kind of a deficit budget.
How many departments did you say didn't cut their budget?
There's 20 that did and 20 that didn't, roughly. I mean, that's how many I got on my sheet, and I'm not gonna promise you I got every one of them. I flipped through it and was doing all the math in my head and flipping through them pretty quick, so I think I got them all. And,
I think a good place to start is contact those 20 and say, we gotta have a cut. It's not a choice. I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do.
well, like I said, the trouble with that is, I mean, that's fine, David, but the trouble is there's about three or four is all we can do. We can't change the insurance. We can't change the elections.
I'm just talking about the ones that possibly can.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, the rest of them are so small. I mean, the rest of them, I mean, they don't add up to a couple of $100,000, you know.
Well, we're facing 7 million, couple hundred.
I know.
Pretty good.
Well,
Every
Well,
little bit of help.
Yeah, I know, but I
I
mean,
think the point of all that is, you know, we're all in it together, right? And so,
Sure.
So everybody's, you know, bellies up with whatever they can, take ourselves back to last year, other than those places where we can't. The folks that have already, you know, beat that, thank you. And we'll get everybody else to be at the same page. And then, you know, I think it's one of those things where there's a little bit of money comes out of everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And everything participates to the problem so that not one thing dies on the vine. We try and get it to where everybody has a way to manage through a year. Otherwise, next year gets worse and the year after that gets worse. And I think it's a spread it around how to cover it.
And it's your budget to propose and to file, so what are you thinking, going up cents, what you're thinking of filing Friday?
well, I'll wait and get an answer from Aaron or Daniel about, you know, if we file a proposed rate, I don't think we can do anything but come below that rate. So if we haven't got something figured out by Friday that's getting us closer, I don't see I have a choice but to file a higher rate than what we hope we'll have. Because we can always, I know we can come down. I don't know that we can go up after we publish it.
Without a public hearing, from what I can see right now, you can come down, but you have to have another public hearing, 5 days notice of publication in the newspaper before you can go up.
Before you could go up? Okay,
But I'll confirm that for you.
okay. So I guess I'll do some homework and file a budget and make the few changes. And Buddy, is there any way you can get yours revised with the changes of SB 22 and the 3 deputies that y'all had built in there by Thursday or something?
Yes, we'll get it worked out.
Yep. If you need some help, come see us. Bernice will help you. I can't help you much.
Sheriff, I think he's talking about you were at 7 and coming down 3. It's 4. We understand.
Oh, I'm
It's
sorry.
4.
We're 4.
Yeah.
We're 4.
7 coming down to 4. Sorry.
And thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Terry.
Okay.
So we talked about the commissioners. I think I saw everybody nodding
Yep.
their head on that. Are you taking that out of this
Yep.
number?
Yeah,
for
we'll
Friday?
change, it'll change the tax rate we'll have to recalculate tax rates, which is no problem. I think we got that already hardwired, don't we? Yeah, in a spreadsheet, so we can change it. And,
Just one
I appreciate
comment.
y'all doing that.
Just one comment around that, and it's a little bit slightly off target. I know Mr. Monroe, whenever he was presenting his package for for budget for this year had some comments about how to distribute it differently. I do think in lieu of this, we go do this, I think we need to take it upon ourselves to go look at how we go do that in the most logical way for next year's budget and to make this conversation more equitable for how we distribute the road and bridge money. I think there's a weighted guidelines approach to this, but it requires a lot of conversation amongst ourselves as to how to get there so that property tax is given consideration, number of miles of roads is given consideration, and we can build that in a way where everybody's in agreement before it calculates a number and then see where we're at. I just think we should take that as a challenge for the court to go look at that way, and if that turns out not to be the best way, at least an alternate way to do this in the future for the roads and bridges.
Okay. Any other comments? Y'all want to go take a break at lunch and come back, recess it and come back and go think about it for a while and come back in the middle of the afternoon or something? Give anybody time? I mean, it's up to y'all. I don't know if y'all have time, what your schedules are, if you had time to look at it or whatever. I'm just saying I'm available if y'all want to do that.
And what are you wanting to come back for?
I know y'all just got it like last night or first thing this morning, so if you wanted to take time to look over it and have any comments, we could come back and discuss any comments. We don't have time really to have another meeting between now and Friday.
I think we're all agreed that we're all going to be looking for cuts, and we're not going to be able to implement them and get them worked out before Friday, so we're going to have to come back.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to have more meetings, so.
You're going to file, and then we're just going to have to continue working it after that.
That's fine with me. I'm just making an offer. All right. Any other comments? All right. Aaron, we got executive session?
Yes, under 1 and 2 on
All right. Daniel gave me a sheet last week, and I thought I left it here to move into executive session. I don't remember what it was, so we'll do it the same way we've always done it, I guess. I entertain a motion to go into executive session under items 1 and 2.
So move.
Second.
A motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We're in executive session at 11:46. Oh. Let me figure that out just a second. Let me get this thing. Yes. We up?
Yes.
All right, it's 12:07. We're back in regular session. Is there anything else before the court today? Being none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We're adjourned at 12:07.